to white America that have a problem, the bigots, the racists, that have a problem with the latest event that just took place. One of the most viral catastrophes that just occurred with the brother Carmelo Anthony and Austin, whatever his last name was. He was a bully. He bullied the brother, and white people, we gotta understand, man. This set a precedent. Now we're not condoning violence, but white people have never experienced the things that they have been experiencing in the last few years. They have suffered like everybody that they proclaim to be so-called better than, right? They've been broke, they've been poor, they've been starving, they've been flooded out, they've been burned out, and now you got all these events that's just happening. This brother set, this brother Carmelo Anthony took Austin's life because he felt threatened, and him and his brother were bullies. And the first time white America has finally experienced somebody actually of their kind being murdered or killed, and it wasn't the police, it wasn't the law enforcement. This was one on one. It wasn't an adult versus a child. This was one on one, mano a mano. They both were the same age. And so this was a very big shock to the white American races, because there's nothing that they can truly do. And the boy lost his life, and there ain't no coming back from it. And now they are pissed. This is like they looking at it almost like this is another O.J. Simpson trial. And listen, in 2025, these young generations are not like. Listen, let me tell y'all something. They're not like the ancestors in the 50s. These YNs don't care. Plus, everybody keep thinking that slavery was everywhere in this country, and it wasn't. You got a lot of these countries, a lot of these states who were never conquered, who were never enslaved. This is why they bombed our country. This is why they bombed our states. This is why they bombed our cities. All the cities that they couldn't conquer, they bombed. And any of the black people that they couldn't capture, they called them Negro. This is real history. So this is the propaganda that has been the dominant narrative amongst the masses that the majority of us have been inundated with, and we have accepted and indoctrinated with. And now now that the whites are having a fit, and oh God, it's just preposterous, and he should get the death penalty, and da, 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 da. Oh, the level of hypocrisy and the level of audacity in this world right now. And let me tell y'all, man, this is reality, yo. White people have never really truly faced adversity as a whole, as a whole. And so they're very animated. So to them, reality is not really life. Reality is a fantasy. And so they've never really experienced it. They had to be that big kid that all they had to do was pout and scream, and they got their way. And that never been corrected as a child, so they grow as an adult and doing the same thing. That's called a Karen. And so I'm telling you, when we dealing with uh, when we dealing with a bunch of narcissists and a um, system of white supremacy right now, this is what happens. This is what happens if you continue to attack anything, any living thing. Listen, there comes a day where you keep provoking somebody and It's only a matter of time until they push back. And this is what you're seeing. Brothers and sisters are tired. They're done. They're over it. And this generation is saying, no, we're not about to sit there and repeat what our ancestors went through. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. That's out. And oh, the white folks are just up in arms. Oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, God, we've never had this. This is preposterous. If you don't shut up and you got to take your own medicine. There are the thousands of women who have lost their sons due to police brutality and murderers that call themselves cops. You got some damn nerve. Just sit in it now. If you were that kind of person that was laughing at George Floyd and, yo, there's a special place for you, whoever know what that is. So now we're sitting and laughing at heads. Hey, look. Now you see how we feel. And I can't sit back and watch these hypocrites, man. You got no say so in this. You got no say so in this. What was all that energy? They act like they're just so sympathetic. No, you just say, no, you don't, no. You're just mad because he was white. And you don't like that. And it's not usual for you. And he was a minor. So all of those three factors is acting like they're just advocating for the sympathetic figures. Was all that energy for everybody else that passed, that died, loses their life, the sex trafficking. If it was a brother, I've never seen so many outraged white people in my life. Not like since OJ, since the OJ trial. And honestly, I was too young for that. So, look, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. This brother over here was saving lives. Let's be very, 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 very upfront. Let's get straight to the point about that. Let's get all the way clear. This brother was saving lives. His brother Carmelo Anthony saved somebody from drowning. Austin, on the other hand, was said to be a person that was provoking, that was like a bully to Carmelo in the past. And he and his brother are twins. And he approached Carmelo and he told him, don't touch him. He obviously touched Carmelo. There's people saying that they've had accounts in the past. They've had, run-ins in the past, or maybe altercations or some type of history where Carmelo might have felt like, apparently he was assaulted by Austin and he didn't feel like he wasn't going to deal with it again. I don't know how true it is, but this is what's said. This is what's being said. So the brother was feared for his life. Free Carmelo. That's all day. And y'all, Austin was a bully. Don't bully people. And that's all I got to say about that. You can't bully people and you can't measure someone's level of fear and then dictate their clapback. You can't tell them how they cop black on anything. They're on anything or any way or anyhow, like any form of you feeling like you could tell anybody anything about getting back at your clapback, you're out of line and you're disqualified. And somebody should have stopped it, man. So I just be careful and be real watchful of the white people are just so upset and angry, like the world is falling down. Just watch them. We see it. We're not stupid. We're not taking it back. Foundational Black Americans are the only people who fought back and didn't flee. Everybody else is just some tethers that just came over here. They're not on code with us. They don't see eye to eye with us, and they don't come over here to bat fight with us. They just come over here to mooch off us and our tax dollars from our family who built this. So y'all think you could just come over here and just talk and do whatever you want. You raised, well, I blame the parents. Look at what you raised. You raised, it seems like, it starts with a T. And it sounds like a wrist. You know what I'm saying? And yo, that's indicative of what your upbringing in your household was. But when somebody say, touch me and what happens, watch what happens, and they got a knife, you think I'm gonna try that? You think I'm gonna jeopardize my life? Even a simple mistake you get in your life, and he took that risk. So teach your children to stop being raising some white supremacists. Bottom line, things like this won't happen. History's shown that, a lot of these things that happening are coming from suspected white supremacists. Coming from white supremacists. And that's who y'all are raising. Some violent street thugs. Trailer thugs. Let's call it what it is. Who created these ghettos? Let's keep it a buck. So white people don't like when you tell them that. They don't like when you tell them the truth, their origins, and the truth. Yeah, oh, you're this or you're that. Start dropping names with the same regurgitated, same insults, same outdated insults. They have nothing to stand on, have nothing to say. So just watch the outrage of whites, man. It's so hilarious, man. Now I gotta see what the black mothers and the black fathers go through, and the black families go through. I'll let y'all later, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Carmelo Anthony and Kyle Rittenhouse are the same age, 2 different trials. I'm gonna talk about that on my next live, man. Kyle Rittenhouse got off hands-free. Carmelo Anthony's still in jail. And this is definitely, a racist white supremacist system that think we're dumb. And they're definitely biased towards their own kind, and we see it every day. They think we're stupid, and they think we're not gonna, or unless they don't care, that we're not gonna make some noise about it. So, like, comment, subscribe, man. Watch these white supremacists at FBA all day. Y'all be good, man. Love y'all. Peace.